Hello and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. It's currently Konigstag, the 12th of Sigmarite, and yeah, generally our warband is not doing too badly. As always, we've got a couple of people a little bit injured, not too bad though, not this time anyway. One person training, and just off camera, I have just done a little bit of enchanting. I've been considering this for a little while, and I've decided that yes, putting weapon skill on here is fine for the moment. It's a relatively good use of our cash. 255 gold for +4 weapon skill, and hopefully by the time we find of accuracy as a purple enchant, we'll have found some more purple armor to put it on. So yeah, figured that was worthwhile in the interim. Also bought a couple of helmets just to spread out around people. Not everyone has a helmet yet. So we could still do with picking up one or two more, but it's going to at least assist with swapping out gear, at least when people come off the bench and go back on the bench. So Aristomachy and Cleat are now up on the shelf, and I've put Anaxelia and Tech Messer in their place down here. You might see that I brought the Great Hammer over. I've left the other Great Hammer up there. Figure 2 attacks with the Mace of Havoc is fine by itself. Alright, let's have a look and see what we want to do today. Got a normal Mark for Death, poor. Strike teams, hard Mark for Death, poor. Good deployment though. Or brutal Weird Stone Rush, average good. Strike teams versus Court Exploring Buildings. I am a little curious to try the harder difficulty ones. We haven't really run across any wandering monsters like demons and the like, so I might push us into this one. Now, are we set up okay for this? I think we're about as good as we can be. It's definitely worthwhile having Velasca on the field if we're risking running into demons and things. So yes, I think this is probably fine. Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Seemingly alone in the ruins, you take the opportunity to send your warriors to pillage the nearby buildings. As your warband disperses and begins to explore, however, an enemy warband arrives and deploys its own patrols in the area.
Cool. Now, I do apologise up front. I am not well at the moment, so I'm probably going to be croaky, coughing a lot. I'll try not to, obviously. And generally not speaking as much as I might normally. Surprisingly, I've actually got quite a lot of deployment options for Velasca here. How unusual. Wait, is she actually allowed to go anywhere? Not quite anywhere, but certainly a lot of places. That's refreshing. Normally the Impressives only get like 1 or 2 spaces that they are allowed to be. Great, we're up against the Undead. My least favourite. Well, they're in 3 strike teams. We do, of course, have to worry about their Crypt Fiend. What's good for us? We're going to be very close to each other, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I suppose, generally, if we focus on the north side, deal with whoever might come from that way first. So, over here. Let's deploy here and around there. Only downside with these building deployments is you have like hundreds of things to switch through to find where you actually want to be. This is the right building at least. Downstairs inside. That's close enough to downstairs. I think I can get down out there. Yes. Okay, that'll do for you. Toxaris. Let's go the other way around. That's okay. Upstairs, though, might be nicer for you. Actually, yes, let's go one more up. There we are. That's good. Molpadilla. We'll go in there as well. Right at the front. Xantippe. Would have actually been better place where I've just put Molpadilla, but this is fine. And Axilia over with as well. Alamusa. Let's see if we can see anyone as they deploy. Alright, zoom out. Not seeing anything. Now, the objective this particular time is to pick up all the weirdstone. It's spread out quite a lot, and being brutal difficulty, we want to be especially careful of the AI, who get some hideous advantages on brutal. They get like 30% bonus hit points and 30% damage bonus to account for the fact that the AI is not great. But that does mean that we need to be especially cautious of like one-on-one fights. We want to try and maximize our quantity of, come on, get through the door, quantity of troops in each engagement. Might try and get that weird stone from across the way and then come back over to everyone else. Where is my cart? It's down there. No, I can't get it from there. Might be upstairs rather than downstairs. Yeah, I think it's likely that it's up. Yes, you can just see the edge of it. There you go. Okay, so it's not worth us going to grab that. That's fine. We will instead... Ooh, we can see their crypt horror already. Okay, that's bad news. Especially bad news is the fact that it's out in the open and has a fast line to us. Okay, stay here for the moment. Just go on. What? Does it move first or last? Kind of first. Yes, it does go first. So we're fine from it for this turn. But next turn, it's going to shaft us. Let's do some more scouting. Try not to hit any traps, please. Okay. That's doubly bad. That's their thrall. Really don't want to run into both of those at the same time. Okay. Stand here and wait. And we will see where the thrall moves to. Okay, we can see her already, which means that we can shoot her already, is roughly what I'm taking from this. Right in the open, quite nicely. And it's going to be Toxaris next for us. Toxaris. You are definitely going to be immensely useful here. So I'm thinking, am I thinking sniper shot? 26% chance to crit, that is pretty good. Or I could do 2 vital shots instead. The difference between them, sniper shot does extra critical hits damage, whereas the vital shot has a greater chance to crit. It's not a huge difference between them. Oh, actually, yeah. So it becomes 31% chance to crit, which could be amazing. Especially given that I've got 2 chances. And then wait until engaged and then do sniper shots. Fantastic. Stunned straight away. That is exactly what I wanted. That stun's going to make a big difference. It means that anyone getting into melee combat is going to be an automatic hit against her. Vital shot is still the best here for me. Just do another one. Still doing immense damage, even without the damage bonus of the sniper shot there. And then I suppose dodge. Although, stand a bit further forward, you might get just a little bit more of a view for things coming around. And then dodge. Do a little dance if you like. Sometimes I wonder how overpowered it would be to have 2 smugglers and just like sit them around. So Morpadilla can charge in and get 2 hits. Now I believe she causes fear or something. It's not something you can see on this screen, I don't believe, so it's just something you've got to remember. It's either fear or terror. So it's probably worth me doing just a charge for the damage in case I don't get another attack afterwards. Who else is coming in next? Xantipe's coming in next. She'll definitely finish off whatever's left. So get a charge on here. It is fear. Good critical hit. Fear reduces your chance to hit, where terror reduces the amount that you can actually do while fighting. So we're going to disengage now and retreat back as best as we can with just the one leg. Kind of back here, I think, is going to be best for us. And then end turn. And Xantipe can run forwards and finish that off. Is it that way? Yes, it is. I can never remember if for Sigmar is a buff on... Yeah, it is a buff just on other people. If I delay it for a second, then Polymusa can buff us all up. Nah, it's not necessary. So come over here, get a charge on. Success on the fear test because our morale is so good. 2 hits should do it. Gonna move forwards just a smidgen to loot. Steal these things. Thank you very much. And then we're going to retreat again. Back to the safety of everyone else. Standing here, I think, is probably best for us. We're going to go on ambush. We're defending... is it Molpadia there on the corner? Yes, it is. Anaxilia? Come and open this if you can. Ooh, that's very exciting. I really want you to survive now.
Objectives updated.
And then come stand over here, just out of the way a little. Like, I want her to be close enough to receive the buff, but not in the way of Polymusa, who will be trying to dispense the magic. So, stand about here. Sigmar's Might should get everyone. Not quite sure why it's not getting Velasca there. Okay, looks like we're not going to get Xantipe. At least not there. Does it go through walls? I didn't think it did, but... No. I think they're just slightly too far apart from each other. Or that wall is slightly in the way. That's in, that's not. That's in, that's in, that's in. Great. And then come round here, because you're going to want to be near the front as well. And ambush. Velasca. I'm tempted to just move you straight into the open here, anticipating that Stanislaw over here is going to be awful and just charge at us and do a lot for your defense stuff. So you like Prayer of Swiftness and then activate Sidestep. Yeah, we do have a Void now, so our dodge chance should be fairly good. Right, stand here, I think. Prayer of Swiftness. Do a bit of a recon first. Yeah, he's right there. Don't think anyone else is around. So it might just be those two, which should be nice. Be a good way for us to take them out straight, like nice and early. Anyway, recover your movement. And then about here, prayer of swiftness on yourself. And sidestep.
A new round has started.
Ooh. This gives us an opportunity to do some serious damage to it with Toxaris before we actually engage. I wonder if it's worth just telling Tech Messer to delay for a bit. Well, I could send Tech Messer up there to get the Weird Stone. That's a good plan.
Objectives updated.
Since we can see Stanislaw is stuck in that building, as much as I advocate against abusing the AI in this way, it is kind of an opportunity for us that we would be foolish not to take. Come back over here and just go on ambush, because you're kind of stuck up here now. I don't think there's anything else in this building worth. Nah. So, ambush. And it's going to be Toxaris' turn in a second. So we should check the critical hit resistance of Stanislaw. 42%. Ooh, can start to see some zombies as well. So 42% critical hit resistance, and we've only got a 30% chance to crit. Probably means we're not really going to manage it, I guess. Is it worth just doing vital shots? I mean, the fairly certain we'll get. Well, it is still probably worth us trying. I think 2 of these is because it's 30% chance for us to critically hit, which does get modified by the... Oh gosh, I'm so confused by the maths of this. If someone knows the detail, whether or not that 42% reduces or just directly counteracts my critical hit chance, please do let me know. I'm going off the assumption that it's reduced by 42%, so it would actually end up being about 16 or 17% chance left. I suppose I'll find out after the first shot, won't I? Target 0. Okay, 0% chance to crit. That answers that. So, what would be better then? In terms of my active skills... yeah, aimed shot, I suppose. I mean, vital shot's fine. But it pretty much has no difference. There's no chance for me to crit it at all. So just anything that will get me 2 shots off, really. Now, he's got some buffs on him. More zombies. Molpadira is still scared. Don't want to send her off to engage. What does he have? Hold ground. Okay, dodge and parry chance up. I guess someone else has used that on him. What else does he have? A severed arm. So he can't climb. That's fine. But I think he gets a bonus to dodge for that. Which, surprisingly, isn't mentioned on his buffs list. But you can kind of see it there. 115% dodge chance. Oh, that's funny. Funny in a tragic way. Anyway, yeah, Molpadea, we don't want to send her out to fight. I'm going to move her back here just for the moment and put her on ambush. I suspect she's going to be fighting these zombies when she's not scared. Xantippe, I'm going to probably send after Stanislaw. I think if I go around the back, I should be able to get everyone engaged. maybe not. Slow movement really does start to like make you consider what your options are. Web of Steel is what I have for my defensive. It's kind of like parry based. It looks like he's using a sword-ish, like a sharpened bone. Guess that's their equivalent of a sword. Frontal Assault, and then Frontal Assault with Velasca as well. Should be able to get a charge on. Possibly. No. Where's my charge? There's my charge. Because then I can Web of Steel afterwards. So I'll get 3 attacks. Yes, he says, sounding rather unconvinced. Good. 41% for him to hit me. That's okay. Good. Wasted all of his counterattacks. Do I want to go on Web of Steel? Yes, I think I do. Yeah. Anaxilia. You're going to be holding the line back here, I think. Actually, I'm going to move her forwards over here and then put her on ambush stance. Kind of to more like this, I think. And then ambush stance. Reason being, part to defend Molpadia for next turn. And also, if I bring Polomusa forwards, I can buff up at least 3 of us, I think. So, Polomusa, come to about here. Okay, Sigmar's Might. That's 2 out of 3. Still 2 out of 3. Still 2 out of 3. There we go. Gonna run around the back here. Get an extra attack in. Or an extra couple of attacks in. Terror test failure. Okay, well, we'll get 2 attacks at least. And parry. And then it's going to be Velasca running forwards to join in the fight on the other corner. Now, this is quite high risk, hopefully high reward. I've kind of put all of my big hitters in combat with their most terrifying unit. Quite literally terrifying. Now, 1, 2, 3 if I charge. There's the charge. It's good. That's good. And then just going to go on sidestep rather than prayer of swiftness and then sidestep. I think the extra dodge is going to be worth slightly more than the greater percentage chance to dodge.
A new round has started.
Miss. Nice. Dodge. Perfect. Haha, another miss. Are you done? Not quite. A bit of taunt. And another taunt. And then dodge stance yourself. That could not have gone better, in my opinion. Tech Messer, jump down. Come around here and join the line against the zombies. So I guess that. Feel like she should really be back. I wish you could Well, I suppose you can once you've trained the skills. I was going to say ambush and dodge at the same time. But yes, as I just said, that requires the specific skills for it. Alright, okay. Vasil is being a bit pointless. Sniper shot is possible. Could take him out with a sniper shot and then a regular shot. I suppose the thing to do is to try the regular shot and see if it hits. And if not, it's probably worth me shooting someone else instead. Or just shoot someone else instead. Because if I come around here, I've got all of these guys that I can target instead. No. Possibly. More yes. He's got a better shield. 88% chance. What's their critical hit resistance? 8%. 21%. Yikes. Well, let's go for the 8% then. Gives us a nice 23% chance to critically hit, which is far, far better. Okay, so no crits, but you can tell that like I'm actually trying to pay attention to these sorts of things now, at least. And that damage will help. Dodge again. Oh, we can see their leader now. Where's he at? I guess Toxaris could just see him while walking around. Molpadia is feeling better. Fantastic. That's where he is. And there's another one of their units. So they're coming up from the southwest. Molpadia, let's try and get you a single zombie to attack. Bring them over if you would. In a way that allows other people to come and help you. I suppose you could just charge in yourself, but that's really not what I'm aiming for here. Hello? Are you not on ambush? That's really surprising. I mean, I suppose that could work for us. I thought they were all on ambush stance. Oh, you are. But also lol. That's kind of extra funny. Well, I've only got parry, so I don't need to worry about like web of steel and stuff. So I could just walk in and do 2 hits and then... Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So come in here. Oh, nice. The thing that I hate most about these zombies is they don't really count for anything if you take them out. That's kind of pointless. Disengage. Since you can. And then just come here onto this corner and parry. Xantippe is terrified. Ooh. Oh yes, he's got dodges, doesn't he? Well, got 1 hit. Web of Steel. And Axilia, you're coming back to help with this problem. Please dodge the trap. Get a nice charge on. Solid. Then, can you loot without taking up a movement? Yes, you can. Sidestep. Polymusa is fine. Sigmar's might only buffs Xantippe, but it's still worth doing because I can only get 3 attacks. And this will buff myself as well. Come on, Polymusa, you can do this. Great work. I mean, amongst other things from this, it now means that Velasca is free to go and do other stuff. Other stuff being murdering zombies. Gonna try and get Polymusa to bait just one of them over. Hello. Hi. 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 No. Hi. Really, really not interested in ambushing through this building, are you? Can't really take that movement any more linearly, can I? I suppose I can a little. I can run over that body now. There we go. Because this is the only way I could really still get an attack and get my defensive parry. Velasca. Is there room to run past? There is. And then sidestep.
A new round has started.
So this is the Dreg who's like over that way somewhere. Tech Messer, you can come and help with this same zombie. Alright, not this way round, you can't. This way round? Yes. Military training buff is going to increase her dodge by 10% now. 85% is very reasonable. Oh, Vasil hits Polymusa. And then goes after Velasca. Toxaris. Do you actually have anyone you can shoot? Possibly if we can figure out where their leader is. Who can you see? You can see the Dreg. Oh, there he is. Okay. What's his critical hit resistance? 6%. And he's using a short bow of distraction. Well, I think getting 2 shots off at him like this is probably the best thing to do. So he's there. Down there. We know their leader is that way-ish. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to move around and see him. Oh, so close on that crit. Reload, try again. Good damage. Let's get out of sight. After all, the last thing we want is for him to be shooting back with a bow. That would just be rude. Boris is coming round. Going after Molpadilla. They like picking on the one-legged lady, don't they? Ah, well, since you came all this way... Is Antipes feeling better? I could get 4 hits just on this guy. Yeah. Spread the love a bit. Wow. Managed his stun resist. I don't think it's going to really change the fight, to be honest. Let's get this charge in. Nice. It's twice now that's worked. Check the loot. Ooh, very nice. We'll take that instead of this, and we'll take this instead of that. Oh, excuse me. Follow me, sir. Buff everyone, because we love buffs. Wow. Nice dodge. Damn! That is so close. Finally. That took too long. Loot this. I suppose come back and loot the other bits. Probably can't. I think they're all stuck in things. I could go upstairs and do a bit of looting. I could start working my way round to the drag, which is like that direction. That is him. I'm wondering where their leader's gotten to, because the last thing I want to do is run into a trap. Let's go upstairs. I saw some loot up here. There.
Objectives updated.
And then I can come to, like, here-ish, go on parry stance and jump down next turn or run down, whatever, really. Balaska. I suppose you could go after the dreg. Can you get that far? Possibly. He might be on Overwatch. It's worth me picking this up on the way? Sure.
Objectives updated.
So, hi. This might hurt a bit. Oh, so painful. Disclaimer, not actually really very painful. Is that going to be enough? No, not quite. Well, I guess Toxaris is getting a kill next turn then. In the meantime, dodge.
A new round has started.
Or maybe Techmesser will come over and get the kill. What do you have, Techmesser? Just a weird stone shard. Take those. And put them in our cart. Then I suppose ambush. And kind of hope that their leader doesn't turn up, actually, now that I think about it. Ooh, they've passed their route test. He's downstairs now. We can actually see him, which is, I suppose, good. No! Things I probably shouldn't have done. Number one, this. Ouch. I'm sorry, Techmesser. You're going to take a fair amount of damage now, I'm sure. Say what you will about them, the Undead have some fantastic looking armor. It really, really does look amazing. Okay, what's that guy's critical hit resistance? It is 11%. Now, I think I'm going to have to just do sniper shots. Sniper shot and a named shot, just to make sure that I can actually hit. It's got lower critical hit chance, of course. But I would rather hit and do damage than miss and have a greater chance of critting. So reload. We're going to do an aimed shot next. Still missed. Well, I don't think that would have changed anything. Molpadilla. Start coming round. Suppose Molpadilla can put everything in here. She doesn't have anything. That was a idiotic thing to do. Stand here on ambush. Xantippe, any chance you can make it all the way over? You would be great in this fight. Yes, but no defense if you do. Is it still worth it? It might still be worth it. Well, Velasquez's going to come in as well. If I go this way round instead... Yeah, it was definitely worth the extra damage, I think. Anaxilia, you're not really going to be very useful here. Is there anything that could be looted around? Possibly? Maybe inside? Is that upstairs inside? Yes, it's like straight above me now. I guess it's a few floors up because I didn't see it before. Anaxilia, I'm going to just bring over here. She's starting to work her way towards that weird stone. Polamusa. Jump down, I guess. Or can you actually run down in less time? You can run down in the same amount of time and not take the damage chance. Stand here. Sigmar's might buff most people. Everyone. Everyone. Oh, failure. We'll try again. Rebuke. Makes it much harder to cast. Ah. It's bad luck. I don't want to risk it anymore. So the best thing I can do now is kind of run around the edge here and try and come all the way around the back. Like from about here-ish. Get a single charge on. If I can. Is there actually the angle for a charge? Maybe not. Fine, I guess just walk in and hit. Ah, because it takes an extra offensive point. Probably because of the rebuke. Go on, parry. And then Velasca, please come and sort out this problem for everyone. Oh, just one more hit. Excellent. And there's no one left to fight. Well, that was alright. I don't think there was anything that happened there that I was unhappy about. That ambush at the end was not a great call. Could have been a lot worse.
Blessed are the triumphant, for in them shines the glory of Sigmar.
All hail the conquering warband.
Remarkable.
Yay, rank up for Xantippe.
Outstanding.
And for Velasca as well. Nice. Yeah, she's coming along very nicely. +1 offensive point. Ooh, exciting. That means now that she can just stand in combat and get 4 hits in a row with that stupid giant hammer. That is fantastic. More XP for Anaxelia and for Tecmessa. No injury for Molpadilla for the first time in ages. I'm sure she's very pleased about that. And of course we got that purple helmet somewhere in there, didn't we? What else? Sell that, sell that, sell these. Sell, sell, sell. Sell. So we're selling pretty much everything. The Shield of Absorption is interesting. The Purple Helmet's interesting. I think just about everything else is going on the scrap heap. So let's do most of that first. Sell. Crimson Shade, goodbye. Madcap Mushrooms, goodbye. 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 Yeah, the Shield of Absorption. Oh, that's... it's alright, I suppose. It's a blue shield. But we don't tend to run into lots of range stuff, so that might not be particularly useful. Talismans. That's from our Weirdstone shipments. Oh, we've also got some shredded Mordheim maps. Now, some people swear by these. To be honest, I don't see a percentage chance of getting a increase worthwhile at all. I mean, sure, they're not worth very much, but you're putting them on your people. It's costing 2 points, which the AI is going to take into account. And, like, 3 out of 10 times it has a benefit, and the rest it's just, like, pointless. Yeah, seems like a complete waste of a slot and a waste of some effort for me. If you could somehow combine them with each other so that it was guaranteed, then it might be worth collecting them up. But in the meantime, certainly not. You've already got a purple helmet. There's one for you. Yes, exciting. Exciting times. We don't give you a helmet at all. That's fine. You've got a purple helmet already. So now we've got a spare blue helmet to pass around. Molpedia? You've already got a blue helmet, because... Oh, yes, with the leg enchant. Maybe Panteriste. Yeah, there you are. You can now have a permanent blue helmet, rather than me swapping back and forth quite as much. Alright, let's do everyone's stats and skills. So, pulling up my spreadsheet on the other monitor... Polymusa, we've got 12, 12, 3, so you're just getting more toughness at the moment. And then under mental, 15, 15, 11. Let's get your intelligence up to 15. Nice. Next is Valaska, 19, 8, 17. Go for a little bit more agility. I do like the melee resistance and dodge chance. Certainly helping lots. Anaxilia, a little bit more leadership for now. Tech Mesa, I think you're getting strength. Yes, you are. Until that gets to like 9 or 10. 9 for novices. Yeah. Molpedia, 699, so you can have some alertness. And then Marshall, we want 9, 3, 10, so you're getting more accuracy now. Toxaris, bit more toughness, I think. And I think that's you finished there. 9, 8, 12, yes indeed it is. Oh, one more. Xantippe. 12, 8, 6. You can get a little bit more toughness. I think the critical resistance is going to be ever so slightly more worthwhile than the dodge. Although, melee resistance in general is, yeah, probably better. Don't tend to get shot much. From 43 to 44 is a bigger difference than from 7 to 8 on the critical. So yeah, okay, you can have a little bit more agility for now. And I think we are done. Okay, training. Who wants what? Panteriste is going to be coming back very shortly. So we could totally train Polymusa up in something instead. How about spells? Do you want a bigger healing circle? Do you want a bigger Sigmar's Might? I feel like a bigger Sigmar's might be worthwhile. Because we've got that already on Panteriste. And the difference is a little bit noticeable. Like that 10%, 20% versus 5 and 10. Yeah, let's train that up. That's going to be 3 days worth. There you go. So that means we definitely need to swap you over. And I've decided that I do want to train Milo up in Wild Pack. As was pointed out to me, it's self and allies within 5 meters. So he could join in, or at least stand very near a fight, and have everyone cause fear and be immune to fear. And fear is one of the things that is starting to piss me off about the undead that I keep running into. So this would be a nice way to counteract that on a situational basis. I mean, obviously, we're not going to know that he's needed in the field until it's too late. But yeah, if I go for Wild Pack, then later I can also go for Blessing of Ulrich and try and like double down on everyone's ability to do critical hits, fear, etc. Really put them at the center of everything. Yeah, that's kind of the general idea. That's going to be a couple of days. Who else wants training? Don't really want to do either of my heroes on account of having Milo being trained up in the background. Sidestep, Blitz, military training. Could add Prowl to your list, Cleat and Aristomachy. Could possibly add them to Tech Meta and Anaxilia. Let's do it over here first. So Prowl, I think, is... There we are. That's 3 days learning. That's fine. It's definitely on our list to add for these. Do I want both, though? I should probably keep someone back in case we get another injury. Although Melusa is going to come back in a second. Yeah, maybe that will do. Okay. Nothing else to handle at the moment, so I suppose let's see what happens overnight. Okay, Panterist has learnt armor proficient. Fantastic. Ariabea and Melusa are back, and 3 people are training. We also received a shed load more cash from the shipment that we sent off, which is perfect. I love having money to throw at people for enchantments, for training, and for, well, I suppose buying equipment when it turns up in the market. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have and will be joining me for the next. Remember to like these videos if you like them, and subscribe to my channel if you've not already. And I shall see you next time for another day in Mordheim, City of the Damned.